Hey Sam, so this is a video. Hello mate, how you doing? New dog? Dave? Sid, still Sid? So, this is the bottom floor. I'm just going to show you this bit because I'm wondering what to do with the jungle. I've got my zones 1 and 2 kind of sorted, and I can go into the jungle now, but I won't do that, I don't think, until the start of next wet season, 6 months away. I'll get all this sorted first, which is like, I've got a roof for a nursery here. We tried some pool liner, but it just like collapsed, so we're putting shade cloth on there, which I think everything seems to grow really well here. That is still going to be my herb garden. I haven't got there yet. This is my temporary nursery. Yeah. So it's just like, I'm kind of getting onto this. My main focus has just been like sculpting the land for water and all that shizzle. So anyway, I'll show you outside because it's kind of relevant to the jungle. So I've kind of started here. We've cleared a bit of there and put it all around the trees, all the rubbish, up to the compost. But here I've got that's a plum tree that's quite thorny, so it keeps protection. That's a ornamental, and I've got sunflowers. Going quite big on sunflowers for I want to get the soil sorted. So sunflowers seem like good feed for the chickens and also good chop and drop. And then talking of chop and drop, I stopped the guy from trimming this yesterday with the tractor. And it's going to get in my compost somewhere. I've gone big on compost. I've had about 10 massive piles. I've only got 2 at the moment because we just put it all in the swales. So what I'm thinking is possibly making... I'll just show you down here. Let me get down here first. Oh, we've got a wicking bed there. Going to do more of those. Those are really good. Yeah, I'm going to put sunflowers in here, I think. I'm kind of trying to build up the soil in there. I put a guava in there, and then there's cacao and coffee all along there. I'm going to try and sculpt this. This is the next area. So water comes in there, and there's overflow, and it's been eroding this area. So I'm going to probably put a pipe from there to this smaller one, the overflow from that smaller one, maybe into the trench, and then out, and then, see, I need to put a pond somewhere as well, so that's one part of the reason why I'm contacting you. Ah, look, I've got the shizzle on the front of the deck, no one here to go in it. I've got one guy here at the moment helping me, a really handy Swedish guy, Joe. So yeah, and one more thing around here. So this is all like sandy, sort of, I think. I'm really not sure what it is. It's all like orange. You can see the difference in the colour. So I'm wondering what to put in there, what to add to it. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. And then I've got my swales down here. These have been planted with 3 different things and a guava tree just there. I got some miniature coconuts which are on the swales back yonder. This had some amarynth put into it. I'm not sure if it's going to grow from seed here. I might have to just grow it in the nursery. But it's good for the chickens. And I took a load of the compost out of there as well. And then this has got sun hemp. Oh, what the hell's there? That might actually be sunflowers. And then those seeds are like popcorn, but they're not popcorn. They're like... I think it might be moringa, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll put them in there to see what came up. I put quite a lot of the chicken compost in there. So anyway, this is the area that I'm thinking. I'm thinking about beds in this area. So I've planted 5 fruit trees in here already. I've got so many fruit trees, I've planted over 50 at least. Most of them on the swales are back over there. Chucks are still going well, 10 of them still. So we have this situation here. It's quite compact, but it's still easy to dig, but I'm not going to get any digging done now. But what I'm wondering is what to do with it to prepare it for when I have a team of workaways, say next dry season, 6 months time. I see this as like being maybe even a roofed area, that has veggies on, like a garden. Remember, there's like a step down. There's a step down here and goes down, and then it goes down that way. So, yeah, I think that's an Atamoya that I planted the other day. We might have to move the odd one. There's only 5 of them. But yeah, it goes like in like a paddy field style thing, I guess, and then goes down there. I need to put a pond here somewhere, so I'm not sure. Let's keep going anyway. So yeah, what do I do here? That's another, I think that's a jackfruit, but I made it wrong. It's all, the guy came in mid sort of rainy season and chopped and dropped a lot of stuff, which I didn't stop him doing. I thought it might be a good idea to sort of prep it. And also to see what trees I should chop down, which I think might be a lot of them, because it'll get sun. The only problem is it's obviously getting sun now, and I can make more sun come in with the trees, but obviously the sun goes down over that way, and so we've got that big hill. So I'm wondering, apart from clearing the rubbish, and I'm wondering what to do. Should I make like some big compost piles with all this brown that's here, clear it a bit, and then put the grass that I showed you on the side of the road up there, that way, down here, and some shit, and then make some big compost piles ready for when it's all swales. You can see the soil's not as bad as on the other side of the hill, so it's not too bad at all actually. And I'm just wondering if I should be like preparing it even more, so that in 6 months' time something's rotted and can get a lot of that coconut. I'll show you what I've done with that coconut actually. I'm gonna see what turns up on these front ones. So I've let this front go. There's some aloe vera. I haven't really done anything but put a thing on the front on here. I'm going to put like this bed on stilts in there, make more room. But here we've got an Indian cannonball here. That's just a native plant I'm going to chop and drop. You can see it's quite high, but I was thinking about doing that with that stuff that I get from the coconut woman, maybe just across there, possibly even cover it and leave it for 6 months, let it rot, water it, and see what happens. See if I've heard that you can get like good topsoil from doing that, and on here it's terrible. So I've let things really grow here, not really chopped and dropped a lot because there wasn't a lot to do. Planted a few trees. That's a miniature coconut, dwarf coconut, and a lime tree. And I think there's another coconut there, yeah, there, and then carombole. That's the bed that we planted. I've got a tree through there as well, but I haven't really done anything through there. Somebody came in and started smashing up the bananas, taking the leaves and stuff to sell, so I lost a load of bananas. So they're all kind of been scarred. But I need to cull them. Bananas are great, they're just popping up everywhere now. And papayas. So this is what I love, the swales. Got so many fruit trees in here. There are probably many too close together. But they're on the swale and they're on the side. The papayas I'll thin out a bit just because, look at that one. Just because it's got fruit on it though. That's like 6 months, isn't it, since we planted that? Well, just after actually. Yeah, I'll probably thin them out to make way for the other trees, but they've been good shelter. I've been chopping and dropping this. This one's the worst soil. I put a lot of the compost, and then I put cardboard on top, and then a lot of mulch on top of that, and I'll keep doing that. Just so that I planted a lot of sunflowers in every spot up there with the little trees, so there's no room for any other plants. So I'll put the cardboard down, kind of like that. I've got it under the bat shit now to make it extra nutritious. Bastard, the bat keeps coming. That's mental, isn't it? Like 6 months less. Yeah, shit grows well. This is all the lemongrass I planted. These were all single stalks, like 3-4 months ago. Pineapple's done alright. This one's not so. I need to get some compost on this. I've got a pile going down there that we need to finish, and then we've got 2 big ones up there. That's a guava, red guava I think it's called, and that's a green guava as I call it. And that's a gooseberry. That's done really well. Cape gooseberry I think it is. Maybe not. Not sure, but it's done really well. Yeah, and then a lime tree that's gone and come back again, it got eaten. And then up here, the swales work well. I messed up down there and it came out the wrong place. It should come out down there and it came out down there, so I've got a bit of fixing, but this one worked well. Never actually, they all filled up, but they always sank in. This one never went over, so I'm not sure. It looks like it's right, but I'll give it a quick check before rainy season next year. That's the best performing lime tree. Brazilian grape, I think that is. There's another one up there, loquat, I think. So I've lost count. That's lemon, I think. Possibly. That's a dwarf coconut. That's a guava. I'm going to have to take that tree out, I think, at some point. That's another one of those plums. Dwarf coconut. No idea what that is, but it is something. That's my mulberry tree that my neighbour gave me. It's a sizable one, and I thought I'd killed it because I pulled it out and I chopped some of the roots and it died. All the leaves came off, but it seems to have held up, and it's coming back. All the leaves, shoots. That's the kumquat. I've just cleared and chopped and dropped this area. So I've got kumquat. There's a good coffee down there. Lots more lemongrass. Lime. Jackfruit, I think. Atamoya, I think. We shall soon find out. This soil's looking really good, but it's gone all black. I put a lot of chop and drop on here. And up here we've got coffee. There's been a cobra around that I've seen once, so I'm a little bit wary. Yeah, that gave me fruit the other day. I got another fruit off it. Star fruit, I think. Yeah. Bueno. Those two just sprang up out of nothing. Those papayas, I'll have to take them out. Bananas sprang up. That's a coffee plant, I believe. Forget what that is. That's grown quite well. Then I've got turmeric and pepper. No, turmeric, ginger and garlic in here. But whether or not it'll work, I think that's... that might be ginger or garlic, I'm not sure. What's that one? I'll take a picture later. I'm crap at identifying stuff, but I'm getting there. Still loving it. And that's all my compost. It comes in there for the road, and then we've got various piles. Well, 2 actually at the moment. I gradually move them along until they get to the path and then go to the swales. So we move them once a week. It really works. Yeah. Alright, I think that's it. I should have shown you a bit of the house, because the house is pretty much done. I've got a sala there, and I'm going to chop and drop that. I've got some really big papayas there that I need to... I was waiting till they've fruited and then get the... and chop them down. Yeah. It's pretty cool though. Still good. Yeah. So let me know what you think about the jungle. What I should do to prepare. Do I do anything? Maybe just, I don't know, should I get some compost heaps with all that brown chop and drop, or just leave that? Add more? Not sure. Or maybe, and where to put the pond, and should I put my beds, my market garden beds there? I'm also doing the planters in the bottom floor, so I've got quite a lot of space there, so I may not need that much for market. I was thinking like potatoes and root crops maybe as well. Anyway, see what you think, mate. Over and out.